Well, how to get funding for your small business in South Africa? Well, okay, you will recall that I spoke about business ideas and how you can start a certain business in South Africa. But the key aspect of things is a fact that a lot of people got beautiful dreams, powerful dreams, constructive dreams. But the problem is, we don't have money. Where do we go, or where should we go to in order for us to get funding? It's a common question that I get asked in this YouTube channel and even outside this YouTube channel. So that's exactly what we're about to address. I'm going to give you more about that, and I'm going to tell you, if you're running this type of a business, go to this institution. So if you want to know more about that, please stick around. To those that will stick around, guys, if you are not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Because to subscribe, it is free. To like the video, it is free. To comment in the comment section below, guys, it is free of charge. Now, a lot of you guys need to understand the fact that just because you've got a business idea, it doesn't necessarily mean you need to, you can go anywhere and get funding. There are specialized institutions that fund particular type of businesses. Maybe you maybe like me, you have gone into different types of institutions looking for a funding. Maybe the reason you're not getting funding, it is simply because you are applying in the wrong company, or you're applying in the wrong institution. So what we therefore need to cover in this video, it is how to apply in the right institution for the right business idea. So I'm going to jump straight into it. So we're going to start with number one. Now, funding institution number one, it is DTI, funding for small businesses. Now, there is a range of funding schemes that the Department of Trade and Industry, DTI, make available to those who have new adventures or who have already existing ones. Now, some of them take the form of loans or grants, while others are in the form of cost-sharing incentives. Among others, these incentives include Agro-Processing Support Scheme, SASPSS, Automotive Investment Scheme, AIS, Business Process Service, BPS, and Manufacturing Investment Program, MIP. So you will recall, or you will see that according to DTI, these are type of businesses that they consider, you know what I'm saying, they are most likely to respond very fast. But don't worry, if I haven't mentioned yours, don't worry, don't lose hope, because I'm about to mention 4 others as well. Number 2, we've got the NYDA business funding. The National Youth Development Agency, NYDA, is another platform that raises funding for small enterprises in the country. Specifically, they work with youth in South Africa to create and promote coordination in matters that relate to their development. The grant program avail young entrepreneurs the opportunity to get a financial and non-financial support for the development of their businesses. Part of the non-financial services that the youth enjoy includes mentoring, cooperative development, and business management programs and that's okay. Yes. So maybe the question that you then need to ask is how difficult it is for one to get funding. I'm going to tell you, especially with the NYDA. I've gone into Johannesburg where they are situated. Guys, it's not easy to get funding within this institution, particularly NYDA. Guys, it's not easy to get funding there. I don't want to lie. But if you ever ask yourself, what's the difference between in funding? What's the difference between a loan and a grant? I'm going to explain this just after this video, because there's a huge difference between loan and a grant. Let's jump into business idea number 3. Business idea number 3, it is a bank loan. Interestingly, there are quite some banks in the country that offer loans for small business and medium enterprise. A bank like Nedbank, Standard Bank, and First National Bank Limited offer capital to entrepreneurs who have worthwhile ideas with a promising future. However, there are criteria that each of these banks have laid down, which any prospective borrower must meet before such an opportunity can be assessed. Also, the banks give out loans a specified interest rate which must be paid back according to the agreed rate. So find out that requirement and see how you can benefit from such opportunities. Sorry. Again, this one as well. Hey guys, I think I've gone into a certain bank. We were looking for funding. Yo guys, I couldn't get funding, but a certain white fellow, same criteria, he got funded. So I was like, okay. So I don't want to sell you a dream that you're not gonna get. I mean, you're not gonna achieve. Certain institutions here are not easy to get funding in, though they have the funding. You know what I'm saying? Institution number 4, Small Enterprise Finance Agency. It's called, abbreviation, it's SEFA. The agency is set up towards fostering the established and growth for small business and small and medium enterprise. At the same time, it contributes towards the alleviation of poverty and the recreation of job opportunities in the country. One of the ways through which they achieve this is by giving small business loans South Africa. Since their establishment in 2012, SEFA grant business owners access to the capital they desire efficiently and sustainably to get their ideas running. In fact, you can get between 50,000 to 5 million rands from from them as loans, right? Now, business ID, institution number 5, you've got Asivande Women's Fund. It's IWF name. How do I get government funding to start a business? If your concern is how to get government funding for your businesses, there are various sources that government has set up to help out entrepreneurs. So apart from some of those mentioned above, there are others that you can also get information about and access. On managers, the fund, anyone who needs a capital between 30,000 rand to 2 million rands can always submit an application that will be reviewed by IDF managers. Right? Now that you know that, so let's move something out of the way here, because I don't want to sell you a dream that you cannot achieve. Guys, it is very important for you to understand that there's a difference between a grant and a loan. A loan is something, as you know, you bring it back. But a grant as well, it's something that is the same as your social grant, where government gives you this particular type of amount and you're not obligated to pay it back. That's how grants work. So when it comes to the Department of NYDA in this country, they operate in none other than grants alone. So they offer services. They don't just give you a loan. If you go to NYDA, for instance, they're not going to jump in and give you a loan. But what they're going to do, they're going to first have to train you. You're going to get financial lessons if you have never completed such a course, whether in an official academical institution or in any other funding institution. If you don't have such, then they're going to, it's a must, it's a prerequisite for you to have those courses. Now, once you've got such courses, now, you attend bookkeeping course, you attend financial literature course, you attend, I forgot the other ones now. It's a weeks, don't worry, it's weeks now. They train you in those things, then they can fund you. Certain people who got funded, but I, for one, when it comes to the NYDA, I even went to the head offices, guys. It's not easy to get funded there. You just don't understand because we keep submitting our business ideas. There were so many of us that were there during the time when I visited the NYDA. You know what I'm saying? And then also there is there's one in Jimiston that is closed. I don't know the function of that thing because that institution is not functioning. It's called GEP. I think it's Johannesburg Entrepreneur Propeller, if I'm not mistaken. Them as well. And it's been a difficult journey to get funding from them. I don't want to lie to you guys. It has been a difficult journey to get funding. But then a lot of people will then resort to bribing, which is the language that South Africans these days understands. Even your police, whatever. If you want to get past a lot of things, you just have to bribe somebody. That has become the language of this country, which is not good at the end of the day. But it is an existing language in this country that people understand. And secondly, you need to be politically affiliated. Then if you are politically affiliated to these things, then you're gonna get funding very easy. One of the biggest problems, guys, that we don't get funding, even though we've got great business ideas, it is because the people that are hired to serve us in this institution have got no idea as to what is an entrepreneur. They have no entrepreneurship in their veins, yet they are heading departments that are supposed to serve entrepreneurs, and that's the biggest problem that the country is making as we speak. So nevertheless, guys, having told you all of those things, guys, I'm wishing and hoping that you're going to take that advantage and you're going to go in there and you're going to try your luck. You find ways, you know what I'm saying? One of the greatest ways of get funding in this country, you need to find somebody in the department that can help you in terms of the application, in terms of everything that is needed when you are applying. So if you also happen to know someone that works in the DTI department, then go with that person. Let them allow them to explain the process and how is it that they get to decline certain things and then certain things are not declined. If you have done that, then you have helped yourself. Until next episode, take care.